Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee and Chat with Hallee Bridgeman. I'm so happy you could join me. I have my cup of coffee. It's my Valentine's coffee cup since yesterday was Valentine's Day. My husband loves foxes, and so I'll show you. Let me turn it around. It's hot, so I can't turn it in my hands. All right, let's see. See the little foxes inside? Isn't that cute? So good morning. Grab a cup of coffee. So if you are in the path of the storm, I forget the name of it. Hi, Latoya. You're probably not in the path. Latoya is down in the Caribbean. If you're in the path of the storm, stay safe. I saw that it was like the snow map was crazy south. So we are battened down. We are staying low, and our fridge is stocked. Our pantry's stocked. We have no reason to go anywhere. We put car covers on the cars, and they're frozen to them now. So we're just going to ride out the storm in our house and just pray that we don't lose power or something. So, but if you're in the path of the storm, stay safe. Our daughter has to work. She works with autistic kids in a foster home. So she's what's the word where you have to work? And so she has to drive this morning and tomorrow morning when it's supposed to be like 8 inches of snow. So I offered to trade cars with her, but her boyfriend has a truck with 4-wheel drive, so he's cool. So, okay. So today's question is, how hard is it to write a book? Let me find the exact question. Is it hard to write a book? I've been thinking about writing one, but not sure how to get started. So let's crack open that question. All right. So for me, I didn't start writing a book until I was 27 years old. I had a kid. I'd been married, 8 years. I had never contemplated writing before. I was an avid reader. I read constantly. I had my favorite authors. I never missed a book by them. They're still like in my mind. If you said, who's your favorite author? Even though I don't read them anymore, I would say them because they like forged my reading through my late teens and early 20s and mid 20s and late 20s until I quit reading secular romance. So I was always a reader. And so when I started writing, I just woke up from a dream one day and suddenly I was writing. Like I wrote and I started writing at 2 a.m. and I wrote every morning from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. And 6 weeks later, I had a book. And I thought, well, that was weird. That'll never happen again. And then suddenly it was like the ideas floodgate opened and all of these ideas poured in, and I couldn't learn it took me a couple of years to learn how to kind of stem the flow of ideas to where I could just grab one if I needed it. And in 2 years' time, I wrote 10 books and had plotted out probably 30 and had ideas that I hadn't plotted out for, probably like concrete ideas for like 10 more. And so clearly for me, writing a book just kind of happened and it wasn't hard. But those books were nowhere on any level ready to be consumed by anyone who knew anything about writing. Like I had friends who read them and loved them. And why did they love them? Because they were the same way that I write now, like deep emotional impact, strong, realistic characters that kind of hang with you and stay with you. And, but all of that was like wrapped up in this package of really bad writing, really immature writing, but really great storytelling. And so for me, the art of storytelling is not hard. it's the writing that's hard. So when I finish a book, like I just finished a book and I was looking for something on my Facebook feed, and I saw when I had started the book, and it was it was December-ish where I said, I'm starting this book. And then I finished it last Wednesday, like got to the end last Wednesday, which was what? February 10th or something. So I had written it in like 10 weeks. I had written this book, which was about 2 weeks longer than I really wanted to give writing it. So good morning, Charmaine. Did y'all get snow? And Charmaine is in Louisiana, and it looked like the path of the storm was giving them snow. So I'm curious if they got it. So so that book, though, it's written, like it's completely written. The characters are complete. The plot is completely there, but it's going to take me weeks when I go back to it to go through the top, start at the top and work my way through. And I'll go through like 4 or 5 times, layering the everything else but the story. Like the story's there and the characters are there, but there's no emotion and there's no depth of description and there's no pull you into the scene things. It's just plot. It's just action and dialogue, and there's nothing in there. So the storytelling is hard, or the storytelling is easy. Coming back through is where there's work, and I had to learn how to do it, and I had to understand the mechanics of writing, and I had to understand the mechanics of pacing and fleshing out characters. All of that thing I had to learn how to do, and that's where the work comes in for me. And I actually kind of don't enjoy that part. Like to me, the fun part is that storytelling process, and it's easy for me. Cherokee, hi! I'm so happy you're here. So I love the storytelling part, but the actual writing, the actual generating a product that someone is going to want to pick up and read is hard. So I would recommend, if you're wanting to start writing and you don't know where to start, do what I did and just start writing. Just start writing. That's what I did. I woke up, I had this dream, I had to get it out. And hi, Debbie. Good morning. Is the palm tree on your is the palm tree on your profile picture a wishful thinking, or are you where it's warm? So I lost my train of thought. Basically, so sit down and start writing. I mean, I just started writing, and I started at the beginning and I wrote to the end. I didn't know what I was going to write. I didn't know what I was going to say. I just said it. And suddenly I had this book, and it was really good. It was a good book, y'all, because it was A Melody for James, which I ended up publishing 15 years later. But that's like, for instance, the Dixon Brothers. I had originally written it as a secular romance. I had originally had them be Russian immigrants. I had originally had them in the Portland, Oregon area, and it was completely different. And I didn't go back to the first book and try to fix it. I actually just took the idea of triplet brothers and rewrote it. Like I completely rewrote it. But the original one, Greg pulled it out one day to like try to clean up, to hand to me and say, here, start the Dixon Brothers. And when I knew that he had it out, I started crying, because I knew that it was like the third book I ever wrote. And it was one of those 10 that was in that string of 10 in 2 years. And I knew how bad the writing was. I did. And I just started crying, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to rewrite them all. So, okay, that's cool, Debbie. I love Florida. I miss Florida a lot, especially when it's 20 degrees and the air is like gray with snow swirling in it right now. if you don't know where to start, just start. It isn't going to get done talking about it. Just start writing. And you'll find out very soon if you have the gift of storytelling or if it's something that you should be doing, because that's really what it is. It's storytelling. I mean, the putting together the proper grammar and the proper sentence structure and the pacing and all of that, that's just book learning. The storytelling is the gift. And if you have it, you have it. And if you have it, use it. Put it to use. Let it be used for God's glory. So I love that question. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie, for sending me warm winds. We're going to retire somewhere south. It'll be Alabama or the New Orleans area. We love Lake Pontchartrain, which Charmaine's probably laughing at my pronunciation of it. The Abita Springs area. And we love Alabama. We love South Carolina. We haven't decided yet where we're going to end up being. Erica, good morning. So you already got hit with the storm, right? Or are you still in it? So, all right. So that was a great question. Oh, I have a coffee cup to give away today. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look, Churchill Downs. Look at the inside of it, y'all. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to put it in the light. It's the track. It's the racetrack. Seeing that cool? We got this at the Kentucky Derby Museum, and I love this coffee cup. And if you comment on this video on any of the formats, so it's on my profile, on my Facebook page, and on YouTube. So somewhere in there, comment. And on Friday afternoon, I'll give away this cup. So you can't have my Fox coffee cup, though. This one I'll never give away. All right. Y'all have a great week. And isn't that cool, Charmaine? Did I say Lake Pontchartrain right? You can answer later. So y'all have a great week. Stay safe if you're in the storm. I know it's a name like Uri. Is that right? Storm Uri or something. And I will see you guys next weekend. God bless you. Next Monday, Lord.